Hi, my name is Udit and I work in Germany as a finance manager. In today's video, I'm going to talk about Eisenhower Matrix, which I use for prioritizing my work-related tasks. This has been a very important productivity tool for me for the past few years. It helps you to prioritize the tasks in accordance with their urgency and importance. It derives its name from one of the speeches that former US President Dwight D. Eisenhower gave in 1954, wherein he said that I have two kinds of problems. The first kind of problem is the ones that are important, the other ones are urgent. But the problem is that the urgent ones are important, but the important ones are not urgent. This is the fundamental basis of this matrix. So, before delving into the details of how it is important for our life, let's try and understand how this matrix works. So, it is divided into four quadrants and we can map all our tasks and activities in accordance to the urgency and importance that each of them carries. The first quadrant that we talk about is the one which is shaded in orange, and this talks about the tasks that are high in terms of urgency but low in terms of importance. These are primarily the non-value adding activities where our specific skill set is not required, but we need to perform them. These can be some household tasks, these can be some repetitive tasks at work, these can be some things that you can automate, you can use someone else to do them for you for a small amount, and you can use technology to do these tasks. So the idea to deal with these tasks is to get them done because they are urgent and they need to be dealt with, but they don't require your specific presence. So these can be either automated or delegated. The second quadrant that we talk about is the quadrant which is comprising of tasks which are high on urgency and high on importance. These are what I call the firefighting activities, and these occupy a large amount of our bandwidth and also drain a lot of our energy. These are tasks which require our immediate attention and are also very important. These can be some medical emergencies that we are dealing with. These can also be some escalations at work, some problems related to customers, clients, supervisors, senior management, some problem that needs to be solved right now. They can also be some operational issues that you are dealing with. These can be some problems that you are dealing with at your house, at your workplace, which need immediate attention. And if you don't pay attention to them, these can get escalated and cause much harm. These are, like I call them, firefighting activities, and there is no way but to pay attention to them and get them done. And these have to be finished at the highest priority. Then the next ones which are low on priority and low on urgency. So these are the things which are neither important in your life, they don't add any value in your life, and they are also not urgent because there is nothing that is coming out of it. There is no sense of urgency. These are mostly non-value adding activities which occupy a lot of your time, add no value, and take away your energy, bandwidth, and your time. So these are activities like endlessly scrolling on social media. It can be endlessly watching some TV series all the time. It can be gossips that you have at your workplace or in your family or amongst your friends about other people. It can be some political discussions. It can be some debates about some political topic, about some things that you cannot control, you have no influence on. It can also be watching news all the day and then worrying about the things that are not under your control. Country A attacked country B, politician A said something to politician B. This is not adding any value to your life, but you pay attention to these things. You spend a lot of time in engaging in these activities and you lose time. So the key to manage such activities is to completely cut them down. But we are human beings, we are not perfect, we can't do it fully. So the step that we need to undertake is to identify what all activities are these which are neither urgent nor important, and look forward to reducing them gradually so that there can be a point of time when we are in a position to eliminate them from our lives as much as possible, so that we can focus on more meaningful, more important tasks and activities that add value to our life. Then the other quadrant, which is the most important quadrant, is the green one, which comprises of the things that are high on importance but low on energy. This is the most important quadrant where happiness and fulfillment lies. This is something that I realized quite late in my life. I was applying all the wisdom at my work from the Eisenhower Matrix, but somehow I was not able to apply these principles into my life. And once you look back and map these activities in this quadrant, which is high on importance but low on urgency, you will find out these were the tasks, these are the activities which are the most meaningful for you, but you have always been postponing them for a time when everything is perfect, when you have more money, when you have a better job, when you are fitter, when you have more time, when you feel like doing it, when the situation is right, when the politics is right, when the economy is right. You keep on postponing them and keep on waiting for the perfect moment to get started on these activities. These can be starting a gym routine, writing an article or a book that you always wanted, going for a run that you always wanted to go to, calling a friend or a relative that you always wanted to call but were postponing. This can also be some hobby project that you always wanted to start but you were postponing it because it was not urgent. Nothing was changing from yesterday to today if you were not doing this. So this quadrant becomes the graveyard of your dreams and aspirations. And as time passes by, you realize that you never did the things that you wanted to do. You didn't have the courage to take action towards the things that carried meaning for you. And this leaves a lump in your heart regarding the unfulfillment that comes with it. So this is something that I realized quite late in my life, but the good part is that we can always start. Like I said in my first video, if you're thinking you are too late to start investing, the best time to plant a tree was 10 years back. But the next best time is today, when you realize the importance of taking the right action. So this video was not about investing, it was not about markets, it was about doing things that matter so that you can move forward in your personal growth journey. And when you focus on your personal and professional growth, you also make progress in your investment journey because it is a reflection of how you are as a person. It is not something distinct from your personality. So what I read, what I understood from my teachers was that your portfolio performance is a reflection of your personality. So let's focus on the things that matter, take the right actions, move forward in life, and never forget this fact that we always have to keep walking and remember that growth is life. If you like the content that I'm sharing here, please subscribe to the channel, like, and share it with your friends. And also please mention in the comments if you have any feedback or you want me to talk about any subjects that are of interest to you. This is all for today. Thank you very much.